America, America, make God thy gold refined till all success be.
G'day and welcome to the road trip. This is going to be a video journal of a trip that my son and I are going to take in just over 80 days from now. It really is the trip of a lifetime for us. We're going to be covering 15,000 kilometres or 9,500 miles from my American friends around the USA, starting in LA, going through the Rockies, getting all the way across to Boston, then down south to New Orleans before heading back towards LA. It's going to be an adventure, doing all of this on the wrong side of the road and the wrong side of the car, sometimes travelling for as much as 10 hours a day, dealing with rattlesnakes, bears, poison ivy, Donald Trump supporters. It's a bit scary, but you know, it's all going to add to the adventure, isn't it? And it's part of the excitement, I guess. You know, throw in landscapes I'm completely unfamiliar with, and cities and neighbourhoods that are sometimes riddled with crime and homelessness, and not really knowing where I should or shouldn't go is going to make it a challenge. Today I just want to give a bit of an introduction into how and why we're doing this. Look, I've dreamed of going to the USA since I was a little kid. You know, I remember sitting there on Saturday nights watching The Wonderful World of Disney and seeing those fireworks light up the castle and thinking it was the most magical place on earth. Over the years, I mean, I've grown up and you know, it's lost a bit of that magic, but it's still an intriguing place, and I'm always fascinated by the diversity and in both the people and the landscapes. So yeah, it holds the same fascination, maybe for different reasons, but the same fascination it had for me as a kid. The fact that I get to do it all with my son and my best friend, you know, that's pretty massive, and I can't wait for the two of us to share it all together. How did we get to do all this? Well, you know, as a single dad, you know, on a lowly disability carer's salary, I really didn't think things like this were possible. Figured it was something the rich people got to do. You know, I had a chat with my good mate Silvio when I did my tax last year. Silvio did my tax for me, and we got chatting about, you know, when the last time was that I'd had time off work, and you know, when I last had a holiday. And when I told him it was 6 years ago, you know, he sort of sat there with his mouth open and said, "Mate, why?" You know, I said, "Well, you know, it's hard enough just to make ends meet, let alone trying to save for a holiday. And as a casual, you know, if I don't work, I don't get paid. So, yeah, it just wasn't an option." And Silvio said, "You know, look, mate, let's see what we can do for you." So Silvio's firm, Highview, also have a financial advisory section, and Silvio got these guys to work on what they could do for us, and I have to say they're absolute wizards. What they've done is pretty miraculous. They consolidated and refinanced my home, car and solar loans, and got us the money for this trip, and somehow left me with lower repayments than I had before. How they did that, I don't know. They're miracle workers. So to everyone out there, if you're struggling with your finances, or you wanting to take that dream holiday, or do those renovations that you've always wanted, I advise you to give these guys a call on Melbourne 03 5990 1000. Give them a call and just have a chat, see what you can do. They're geniuses, and without them, none of this would be possible. So, to Silvio, Izzy, and all the guys at Highview, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. The logistics of putting this together, I've got to say they've been tough. Honestly, I couldn't have done it without some help. My good mate Mitch, who's a native New Yorker, was invaluable with his experience and knowledge. New York was probably the most difficult part of the trip to put together, so thank you, Mitch, for helping me out with that. Also to Brendan, who spent a day with us going through his many adventures over there, and giving us plenty of tips. Thanks, Brendan. And a special thank you to Chris. I met Chris through a Facebook group for Aussies travelling to the US. Just a chance meeting, and Chris, he travels over there regularly for both business and pleasure, and he knows the country like the back of his hand, and he's given me advice on so many different things, from what credit cards to use, where to exchange money, where to stay, where not to stay, places to avoid, heaps of safety tips, where to eat, what to try, what not to try. Look, there must be thousands of messages and a fair few phone calls that he and I have been through, and he's given up his time to help me so many times. And he's been very patient while he's helped sort out my screw-ups. So thanks so much, Chris, for all your help. If anybody's thinking about a trip, let me know and I'll put you in touch with this guy, because he's a genius. I'm going to sign off for now. Just wanted to say hi and thank you all for joining us on what's going to be an unforgettable and undoubtedly wild adventure. I don't want to give up too much info right now on what we've got planned, because that's going to ruin the surprises. If you're watching this via our YouTube channel, be sure to like and subscribe to get updates on what we're up to next. Otherwise, please join our Facebook group if you haven't already. It's a bit less than 3 months till we set off, like I said, so we'll give you a few more updates before we head off. Really hope you enjoy this ride with us. So long for now.